channel. This is going to be a pretty rapid fire summer TBR that I want to get to because I just filmed 2 very large videos back to back and I'm just trying to play catch-up mode this month. So I apologize, but it is going to be a pretty quick one. The first one that I really want to get to is The Hotel Nantucket by Ella Hildebrand. I have not read any of her books before, and so I really just want to try her books because they obviously all scream summer. She's general fiction, I believe, and so I just want to try it. The next person, same thing. Mary Kay Andrews writes all kinds of summer books, love all the covers of them, believe she's just general fiction, and I really do want to get to that this summer. Okay, the next book that I really would like to get to is Oceans Apart by Karen Kingsbury. I adore Karen Kingsbury. I started her series in high school, the Baxter series and the Redemption series. I love her books. I love her books, and I haven't read one of her books in a really long time. I've had this book for an eternity, so it just seems like the perfect summer read. An ocean away, a flight attendant is raising her young son by herself. When the plane she's working on crashes into the Pacific, her will is very clear about one thing: before the child can be given over to the state, his father must be contacted. The news rocks Captain Evans' life. In the process, he is presented with a choice: refuse the child and never hear from him again, or take him for 2 weeks and decide whether to claim the boy as his own. Now the family is on the brink of destruction. Can Michelle and their daughters ever forgive Connor for what went wrong all those years ago, or will the presence of this lonely child destroy everything? Karen Kingsbury books always make you cry, but they are worth it. Savor it, obviously, because summer vibes. I've heard nothing but great things about this love story. Coastal town of Oregon, and with the misfit animals on her hobby farm, her friends, and the students to make her smile. But when her ex-town golden boy Ian suddenly gets engaged, Sade wants to win, beating him in the festival spoons. The town's annual summer competition would be the perfect way to show everyone that she's doing just fine. Fisher Lange was a hotshot chef in the New York City until the loss of his sister left him grieving and responsible for his teenage niece. So after Fisher loses his Michelin star along with his love of cooking, his boss sends him to the Spruans for a last chance project to redeem himself. But as his reluctance to get comfortable in a small town causes clashes with the locals and a kiss with his sunny new neighbor Sage leads to dating rumors, the pair strikes a deal to turn things around. Soon their alliance blooms into something unexpected, and while they try to savor every moment, summer is racing by all too quickly. I've heard nothing but great things. I've also never read an Annabelle Monaghan except the arc that I just recently read and hated. Let's hope I don't hate this one. But I do want to read Same Time Next Summer and Summer Romance. Okay, this one is not summery, but this is on my summer list. Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. I have not read Frederick Bachman, but this is one that I think is really going to hit me emotionally. Personal, relatable reasons. I have struggled with anxiety in the past, and so I think that this one is really going to hit. I remember seeing Destiny just bawl her eyes out at this book, and it has been on my list ever since. Okay, the next book that I am probably going to be starting this month is Holier Than Thou. I always have a nonfiction Christian book going on. I don't get to talk about them as often because I take them very slowly. I read 1 to 2 chapters a day. Sometimes it may take me months depending on how long the books are. This is my favorite way of reading Christian nonfiction though, because I want to remember all of it. I want to take it all in, and I don't want to rush them. So you won't get these reviews as often, but I will have a much deeper knowledge of them when I do read them because I take my time. And I absolutely love Jackie Hill Perry, so I'm very, very excited to read that. Hold on. Okay, I cannot sit on my knees anymore as a 30-year-old. Okay, next, Delicious and Suspicious. This is a barbecue cozy mystery series that I've had on my list since last year and have not gotten to, by Riley Adams, and I really would like to get to this one. I'm only holding these up because these are the next ones that I have that I have not finished, but I'm actually on the one before these two and I just don't own it, so I'm showing you these. I want to finish this series this summer. Live and Let Try series is one of my all-time favorite cozy mysteries. Highly recommend. Farm to Trouble. I love to garden, and so this has been on my list for a long time. Summer, spring, perfect time to read it. Have not gotten to it, and I really, really hope that I will get to it this summer. The next book is Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. This is a book that I obviously got last year when I met Riley Sager and can't believe I still haven't read. Okay, but I was hearing so many mixed things about it, it made me afraid to read it. I don't know why, because I typically don't even have the same taste as most people when it comes to thrillers. I'm always the complete opposite. But I really got deterred. So I'm trying to just wipe out all of the thoughts that people gave me and just form my own opinion. So Riley Sager is my all-time favorite thriller author ever, in case you're wondering. Love and Gelato is another romance summary read I got last year that I didn't get to. This is a YA romance though, and I believe it's a travel one where she spends the summer in Tuscany. So I really, really want to get to this one. It sounds extremely cute. Okay, The Fated is an arc that I received by the author, and so I will be getting to this one very soon. I'm told that it has Titanic vibes on it, and if you know anything about me, you know I'm absolutely obsessed with the Titanic. So it's every 16 years a luxurious ocean liner known as the Fated appears at the docks to carry a few lucky passengers to paradise, but when people on board begin disappearing, one woman soon discovers their destination might not be paradise after all. So it's almost like a thriller fantasy type of story that gives you Titanic vibes, and I'm very, very excited about it. I am working my way through the Summer I Turned Pretty series. I'm on the second and the third one. I have watched the show. I'm up to date on the show, but I wanted to go back and read the books because I do really love the show. So those will definitely be on the list. The next one is This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I have read her other two, Every Summer After and Meet Me at the Lake, I believe is what it's called. And so I really want to get to this one, and I just didn't have the chance last year. I'm very excited to get to it, as well as her new one that just came out, One Golden Summer. Don't have it yet, but it is definitely on my list for the summer as well. Remarkably Bright Creatures. I have had this on my list for so long, and I've just had the push to finally get to it this month. I had to get the sprayed edges from Target because that was my favorite one with the little octopuses on it. I got the last one at Target, by the way. And I've just heard this is a really emotional, sweet story. And so it just seemed like the perfect summer, deeper read. And I really, really hope that I love it. The next book that's on my list for summer is The Long Way Home. I do plan on getting to this one this month. I am hopeful that I'm going to love it because I just think that Jessa Hastings' writing is just so poetic and beautiful. I don't see myself not liking it, but you never know. Okay, the next one that I have on my list is The Woven Kingdom. This is for my book club this month. I'm adding this on here because I want you guys to know about it. We are starting this month for my fantasy book club, which I will link below. And my co-hosts this month are Jordan, Elaine, and Sam from Spark of Sam. I will link their channels below. I will give you all the information below, but this is the fantasy month pick. So I'm very, very excited to start this one. And I believe that this is a Persian mythology inspired fantasy romantasy. So I'm very excited to get to that. And then the next one that I have on my summer list is Redeeming Six by Chloe Walsh, as well as hopefully finishing her series this summer, but I'm taking my time with it because I really am obsessed with these books. I eat them up and I really don't want to rush them, and I don't want them to be over. The next book, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I don't for sure know if I want to read this or not, but I am going to attempt it hopefully this summer. I might read The Temporary Roommate by Sarah Adams. Oh, okay, so let me list the ones I don't have with me. Ruth Ware's newest summer read coming out, The Woman in Suite 11, I believe, is the follow-up to Women in Cabin 10 that I absolutely loved. I will be getting my hands on that as soon as possible. Riley Sager's new book coming out, is it With a Vengeance? I forget. We'll definitely be doing that this summer. And Taylor Jenkins read the new book coming out, Atmosphere. I will for sure be reading that. I am on Gwen's podcast discussing that book, so I will link all the information for her podcast below. Is there anything else I'm missing that was this month? Oh, Ashley Poston's new book, Sounds Like Love. I forget. I will definitely be getting to that as well. She is an auto-buy author for me. And I hopefully will get to as many of these as possible. Let me know what books are on your list for summer. And until next time, friends, remember to read what inspires you. Bye.